of people struggle with that, making cheap meals, but how can I make it tasty? We're gonna make it good. Hey guys, today I'm gonna teach you how to make this amazing meal that costs under $3.50 per plate. Today we're making this pasta with ground beef, but we're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it taste good. We're gonna make it taste like it's from a restaurant or something. So if you wanna learn how to make that, keep watching this video. So first of all, because I want to be honest with you, I'm going to put all the prices here in the video, and I'm also going to start the counter. As soon as I get in the kitchen, we're going to start counting how long it takes me to do this full meal. And we're going to use pots and pans, we're going to use everything I'm going to show you, all the ingredients we're going to use. So let's get started, and we're going to start with the counter. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with the pasta that cost $2.72. Next, we're going to use half a can of diced tomatoes. So the full can costs $1.48. Since we're using half a can, we're using 74 cents. Next, we're going to use the ground beef. I'm going to use 2 packs because we're making lunch and dinner. So it's going to be $9.98 total. And then the last one, we're going to use cheese. The full block costs around $3.70, but since we're using just a little bit, I'm going to estimate 50 cents of cheese. So the total of this meal is going to be $13.94. We're making 4 meals out of this. So we're going to make lunch and dinner for 2 people. So 4 plates total. So the total of each plate is gonna come to $3.48. So that's pretty cheap if you ask me. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna start the timer, and let's see how this goes. Alright, so without further ado, we're gonna start our clock. First of all, I'm gonna grab my pot and I'm gonna fill it up with water. Now that we have our water, I'm gonna turn this into high heat and let it sit while we work on our ground beef right here. So now we are going to add 2 pounds of ground beef into our bowl. So we can add our spices, and this part is not necessarily something that you should count the value, because you can use any spices that you have at home. If you have the same spices that I'm using, you can use it. If you don't have it, you can use your salt and pepper, and that's fine too. And there you go. I have 2 pounds exactly here. So now we're gonna add our spices and we're gonna mix it all together. As I said, you can use whatever spices you have at home. I'm gonna use some salt, some black pepper, just like that, onion powder, garlic powder, some paprika, chili powder, and some crushed red peppers. Now you just mix it all together in the bowl so all the spices can reach every single part of your meat. That's good enough. While I was getting the beef ready, my pan was already preheating, so I'm gonna add my butter, just like that, and now I'm gonna add my meat right here. So as you guys can see, our pasta water is ready. So I'm gonna add my pasta, and the meat is still going here. And then once our meat is cooked, we're gonna add the sauce. So right now we're gonna work on the pasta, and then we're gonna go back to the meat. Pour our pasta here. There we go. I'm going to add some salt in the water, and that's about it. Alright, now our meat is ready, and I brought it to a low heat because we're gonna add our tomato sauce, and we don't want it to boil. So we're just gonna move it around, and now we're gonna add our tomatoes. Just like that. You can use diced tomatoes, you can use tomato sauce, whatever you like more. I really like the diced tomatoes because it just tastes a little better in my opinion. Now that our meat is ready, we're gonna check on our pasta, and we're just gonna let this simmer a little bit more so all the flavors can go well together and everything can get nice and flavorful. Okay, so now we're checking our pasta, and it looks pretty good. So we're gonna remove the pasta from the heat. We're gonna drain out the water, You can save a little bit of the water if you want to use it in your sauce. And then we're gonna mix it all together. So what we're gonna do here is get our lid, close this spot, and then we're gonna get this and drain most of the pasta water. And there we go. We're gonna move it back to the stove. And we're gonna mix it all together. So our meat is looking pretty nice. I'm gonna get some olive oil, just a little bit, and throw in our pasta. There we go. And then I'm gonna mix it all. Just like that. And I'm gonna get our sauce and I'm gonna pour it in our pasta. And there we go. It's smelling really, really good. Now I'm just gonna mix it all together. And we're stopping the clock at 22 minutes and 48 seconds. This could be a little quicker if you're not making lunch and dinner. If you're just making lunch, that's gonna be less meat for you to cook. But anyways, if you already have some rice ready or some pasta ready, quicker as well. But 22 minutes is pretty good, especially because I'm making meal for lunch and dinner. So that's actually around 11 minutes for each meal. So that's perfect. Now we're gonna plate our dish and we're gonna get ready to eat. So lastly, we're gonna plate our meal. So I'm gonna get a big scoop of this pasta, pour it into our plate. Like that's a good amount. Now we're gonna head and put some cheese. I have my block of cheese. There you have it. Now let's see how this tastes. It smells so good. For $3.50 a plate, that's more than worth it. That's so worth it. If you guys try it at home, let me know. If you have more suggestions, also let me know. And if you want to learn how to make more meals like this, just subscribe, like this video, and until the next one, bye!